First to know, Jim Dewey Brown, GM, World's Oldest Rodeo, Prescott. It's coming up. This is our special today. How are you, buddy?
Good.
You got the zen going on as you're walking on in.
Woosah.
What's happening? What do you want to talk about first? Because you got just a grip load of stuff going on.
Let's talk about what I'm doing July 8th.
What are you doing July 8th?
Not this.
Nothing. So that obviously the rodeo, for anybody who hasn't been on planet Earth, knows that the rodeo is July 1st through the 7th in Prescott, Arizona. World's oldest rodeo.
137th.
137th. What are we talking about today?
A little of everything.
Okay.
You tell me.
Well, you tell me what's going on. What's going on the first, or what do you want to talk about? Tickets?
Yeah, let's start with tickets. So we still have a handful of tickets available, most every perf.
Okay.
Come by the office.
So come by the office at the rodeo grounds.
Yeah, 840 Rodeo Drive.
Okay.
And we have actually physical printed tickets for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to do the QR code and scan it home and all that good stuff. So.
But I know in the last meeting I attended with you good folks at the board, you guys were really close to being sold out.
Yes. Yeah. There's, like I said, there's probably maybe 100, less than 100.
Less than 100 tickets. So if you want to, and I think a lot of them, maybe there's some that are orphans, some that are together, some ADA.
Yeah. There's some orphan seats. There's some ADA. But if you miss out, still come night of. We'll have, I think we're have about 200 standing room only. And of course, if somebody doesn't show up, fill their seat.
There you go.
Cheer the Cowboys on.
Sorry, I don't have a Coors Light for you today.
It's all right.
I had to get that plug. This is a Coors Light event, right?
It's Coors. Yeah.
So what else we got besides tickets and bucking cancer?
Yeah. So we can go through the days. So,
let's do it.
So Monday is Day of the Courier. They're selling some tickets. They have about 1,000. I don't know how many they have gotten sold by now, but so that if you miss out on any of the other seats, then you can.
So July 1st is Courier Day.
Courier Day.
They've been a great partner with us over the past year. I just want to give them a shout out. The Courier's done a great job. So thank you to Tim W and those folks.
Yep. And
awesome.
So yeah, and then starting on the 1st through the 7th, we'll have mutton busting.
Sweet.
That's one of our pre-rodeo activities. We do that about 6 o'clock every night.
Can't be over 50 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Can't be a big dude or dudette if you want to be mutton busted.
Entries are closed. So
okay.
We've got them all filled. So there's I think there's 12 kids each night. So.
Awesome. What's the youngest and what's the oldest in mutton busting?
I haven't seen that demographic yet. So.
All right.
But yeah, you're probably like 3 to 7.
Nice. It's a way to get them strong early, right?
Get them used to getting on a wild beast.
Awesome.
So yeah, then let's see. Tuesday is Wrangler Bucking Cancer Night.
Nice.
And so like I said,
I still got to get my shirt. Kim Brother Lopez. Kim's in the house. President of the Prescott Frontier Days board. Awesome. Got to get my Bucking Cancer T-shirt. I will pay handsomely. Raise some funds.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. What's Wednesday? I don't remember.
It's all right. We can go to the counter and do some cheat sheet.
There you go.
How about specialty acts?
Yeah. We've got our specialty acts. So this year we've got Matt Tarr coming in as the barrel man, funny man.
The funny man?
Yep. And he's quite hilarious. There's something that people don't know about him. So if you see him gagging, it's because we're playing a joke on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
No spoiler alert?
No spoiler alert.
Shoot. So, how does one become a funny man, barrel man, at a rodeo of this stature?
This guy, I don't know. Every one of them has a different story. They love rodeo. They even rodeoed themselves, but they've got to be really, really quick.
Yeah. It'd be entertaining if they weren't.
Yeah. And then of course, their main job is actually it's not just to tell joke. It's actually to provide that island of safety for the bull rider.
Sure.
So if they get knocked off, they got somewhere to get to.
So Matt Tarr, barrel man.
Matt Tarr. Then Tomas Garcilazo.
Garcilazo, specialty act.
Yeah, specialty act. And he was here in 21, which was my first year. And yeah, so he's coming back and he's got the whole tribe with him this year.
Cool.
Wife and of course Louis. He was a big hit
3
years ago. He's a little bit older now. He's carried his own. So
Okay.
So,
And they got the Broken Spoke Clydesdales.
Broken Spoke Clydesdales, they're back for the 4th year, I think, 3rd or 4th year.
Cool.
And so, yeah, they'll be parading their Clydesdales around and the dignitaries that we put in the wagon each night.
I know a few people could put them in that wagon. Just keep them going. Just right out.
Same.
We'll touch that one. All good. What else do we want to talk about? You can talk about royalty.
Yeah, so we've got our new queens. They'll be crowned on Sunday, the 7th.
Nice young ladies.
Yeah, very nice.
See those at the board, and they're very serious.
We won't spoil that one. So come out and see them get crowned.
Yep. Yep. I have hope when I see young people like that, right? Like the world maybe won't end if they all act like these young people do. Yep. Really a pleasure to meet. Cool. What else we got? We don't need to talk about rodeo results because that hasn't happened yet. We're looking here. Then we got shop rodeo gear. I know somebody knows a little bit about that.
Yeah. If you're missing out on your swag or whatever you need for the rodeo.
If you can't make the rodeo or you don't get it, you can go online, right?
121 North Cortez.
121 North Cortez. Get your swag, not our first rodeo, and get your Bucking Cancer t-shirt. They got a hat too, or is it just shirts?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So what are some highlights coming up in the rodeo that we should expect?
Well, with the leap year being the way it is, we'll have a lot of NFR superstars. They'll show up. They'll probably be towards the end of the week, but you're still going to see good action all the way through it. So yeah, and it's going to be.
Hey, you okay? I'm been a busy couple of days, couple of weeks.
My brain is fried.
So you're done a great job on the tickets. It sounds like they're almost gone.
Almost gone.
Got through that shenanigans. I know we switched vendors early on to prevent fraud and phishing and all these other things that come with IT these days. Unfortunately, here at Talking Last Minute, I'm literally going through a meeting with our insurance brokers on different types of insurance because of all the hacking and all that kind of for security. Yeah. So great job on switching vendors and still selling out tickets.
Yeah,
so
it's been wild. There's some growing pains with it, but if you're paying more than $50 for any of our tickets, you're getting scammed.
Right.
And somebody's putting the hose to you. So.
Right. Is that what they say? They're already putting a hose to you?
Well, there's another word for it, but you're getting screwed over, basically.
Cool. So again, if you're paying more than $50, then you may have been whacked by something that's not good. Check with the rodeo office on your tickets. Yeah.
And that's just the regular grandstand. We do have tickets that we sell. They're $100, but they've got, their special areas and the Roundup and the Blue Moon Saloon. And then, of course, the new one, Whiskey River Tavern Corral.
That's the newest one?
That's the newest one. It's right up against the fence.
So okay.
If you don't want to get dirty and muddy and be right up close.
It's the rodeo, man.
Don't be there.
Okay. That's that new little space that I saw in the drawing. That's like that's in it to win it, right?
That's in it.
The next stage would be you'd probably either be a bronc rider or one of your funny men in the barrels. Yeah. It's that close.
No,
right?
I don't have the insurance for that.
Right. Just as long as your bulls don't jump over.
Oh, yeah. That was a freak deal. So
awesome. So let's talk about what is new. You mentioned the Whiskey River
Tavern Corral.
Are there any other new things this year that people may not be expecting?
Man. You'll see.
Kim's giving us sign language.
So the crew put up a new calf shade. So we've got a
new calf shade.
Yeah, new calf shade. It's quite more.
That's why those guys were on that roof
from the grandstands.
That's why those guys were on the roof a while back that people were all worried about. Okay, so we're making shade.
We've got there's some fans and some lights in there, so we can go in there and keep those calves comfortable. It's supposed to be a scorcher next week. So.
It is a little warm. We got a little bit of rain. Hopefully we get a little more to cool it off in the evenings, which is what Prescott's all about.
Get it out of its system right now. That'd be awesome. Yeah. But I do have an insurance policy for rain.
Okay. Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Got one for heat?
Guidance
That's
aviation.
Called, yeah. Blowing fan. You also got Course Light.
Well, yeah.
As long as the mountains are blue.
Yep. As long
as the mountains are blue. What else is happening? Do you want to talk anything about? I know some of the stuff that's not related to you.
Yeah. So we've got the dance. So that starts on the 4th, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Okay.
And I believe the 4th is kids' night. Is that correct? And the 5th and 6th are 21 and up. So,
cool.
Yeah.
And then again, this is kind of outside of your realm, but we'll just talk about it because it's great for the town. We've got the Rodeo Parade, which is July 6th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon.
Yep.
And then the Whiskey Row Boot Race, again, July 6th, 12 to 1. I guess they're all kind of overlapping.
Up. Yep.
You go to Cowboy Church?
No, I usually don't have time. We're fixing to start slack. So
gotcha.
As soon as church is over, we start slack.
And then on the 8th, we're not going to ask what you're doing.
Yeah. I might be sleeping in.
Okay.
Or driving to Mexico.
Awesome. Or driving to Mexico. Cool. Well, great job on the ticket sales. This is Prescott's biggest event. It's really important for the city. Do you know how many cowboys and cowgals come in to this event?
I don't have the official number as of right now. I mean, I've got the entries, but we'll probably hit 700.
Wow.
Total contestants
and families and all that.
All the plus ones and all that stuff. With our ticket sales, we'll be 32,000 plus as far as fans, ticketed fans, and like I said, 700 contestants, and then you got all their families, and then of course our volunteers.
Right.
So we're easy, close to 40,000.
I posted, because I took a picture of it from the last board meeting, your heat map of where all the people in the United States come from. I always think that's cool because we use data here at Talking Glass. And I think it surprised some people to see how uniform almost the spread was. Of course, there's some concentration in Southwest and Arizona, obviously, but a fairly uniform pattern across the United States.
Almost every state was
Alaska had a couple little dots.
Alaska and Hawaii had some dots.
Okay,
and we'll get some folks from out of country.
Yep, I did. Do you have an international heat map?
Yeah, no, we don't have the international heat map, but it was we usually get England and Switzerland, Germany.
Okay,
several of those folks.
So that was pretty incredible. See, I thought that was people found that interesting.
Yeah, last year we had some South Africa, and it was all over the place. So cool.
So international event. It's pretty cool. Anything else? Yeah. Jim Dewey Brown?
I could use another week.
Use another week? It's always that way. Yeah. Events are... So just to clarify too, I think it'd be interesting for folks to know about the board because it's a great group of people. I enjoy sitting in on some of those. You have a very large contingent of volunteers that start with the board and then reach out. How many volunteers help put on the rodeo every year?
It's probably 600-700. I think by the time it's all said and done.
Right.
We have a staff. I'm on payroll, and then we have about 4 or 5 others, 6 others that are on payroll, and then the rest are.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, only about 6 or 7 that are on payroll. The rest are volunteers, and yet the amount of revenue and benefit that the city realizes, I think that's important for people to understand. I believe, I don't know what the last economic impact study was, what that number was off the top of your head. Kim, do you recall? And ticket sales alone is in the millions, right?
Half million.
$500,000 in ticket sales. Yep. But then you have your vendor sales and other things that it goes from there.
The secondary revenue, the restaurants, the gas stations.
But I know the total economic impact is in the millions.
Yep, absolutely.
With 6 people running
probably 30-something million.
Right. Yeah, 30 million.
Impact. So,
Jim Dewey Brown, General Manager, World's Oldest Rodeo. Thank you.
Thank you
for all you do. Keep it up. I'll buy you a beer when you're on the 8th. I'll send it to you. Good to see you. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Take care.